Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the weekly update. Today's date is October 26th, 2021. So, welcome everyone to the weekly update. I have quite a bit to talk about this week here, some good news, etc., etc., etc. So, the content this past week that I uploaded and finally completed was Spyro Reignited Trilogy. We got that game right where we wanted it. We beat that game. I did the Nasty's loot stage. The flight stages ended up not being as bad as I thought they were gonna be. I'm actually quite happy with how it turned out. You know, I was kind of psyching myself out a little bit throughout the playthrough. You know, just kind of wondering if I was gonna have a massive problem with it. Not really. It wasn't that bad. I just remember as a kid, those were kind of difficult, and I had just problems with a few of them, and I was hoping that it would translate well over to a video. And I think they did. And if you guys think so too, let me know. I definitely appreciate it. As for that next game I've been talking about, we finally uploaded it, and that was, or is, inFAMOUS 1 on the PlayStation 3. I'm doing a hero mode, all missions, pretty close to 100%ing the game as well. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do like all the stunts. It's not an all achievements sort of playthrough, but it is going to be practically the entirety of the game. And I'm looking forward to it so much. I have 3 sessions of it recorded. I only have 3 parts of it up right now, but that's because the one Spyro video, I had to start my new project file for rendering out the inFAMOUS videos. And, you know, just trying to, like, concoct a thumbnail and just a couple of things. That way, you know, I can get the video up, like the videos up, and they look decent, you know what I mean? And for those of you that are interested in the inFAMOUS playthrough and have not yet checked it out, like I said, there are 3 parts up, and I do have them all in a playlist. So everything I try to do on here, I always make sure it's in a playlist. That way, if you click on the playlist and you're interested in something that I've done, it'll work, less work for you. I can just, playlists are so easy these days. I mean, you throw it in there, you select what order you want them to be in, bada boom, done. So yeah, inFAMOUS 1 is my next playthrough. I did mention in the last weekly update that I was wanting to do another playthrough. We're gonna have to see about that, because if I get really, really heavy into inFAMOUS, I'm questioning my amount of time that I'll have to honestly do another game, but I do want to do a second one. We'll just have to see where it all leads me, right? I guess with that being said, that's pretty much all the content that's coming up. You guys are going to get some inFAMOUS videos this week. I'm hoping to get about 4 or 5 uploaded. So there should be a steady stream of content along with our weekly update video here for you guys. That way, you know what's going on. Let's get right into some games and shows and animes and all the stuff that I have been playing offline and watching and etc. So this last week here, to start off with some movies and such, we watched Free Guy, which is Ryan Reynolds' new outing that he put out. Like, that movie was honestly, I loved it. Ryan Reynolds is one of those actors that I kind of grew up with his older stuff a little bit. I mean, I'm talking like early 2000s, but it's just like the more and more it went on with Ryan Reynolds movies, like the better he just got. And so with Free Guy, that movie, I mean, I knew it was about video games. It's just kind of ironic considering, you know, all of us here on the channel, we play video games. I watched that movie. I liked it. It was a good story. I liked all the little video game elements to it, that whole connection between being in a game and being the game. It's a good movie. I don't want to spoil it. So if you guys want to check out Free Guy, I definitely recommend that movie. It was a good one. As for the animes, right? So we're all caught up on English Boruto. We watched the latest episode of Boruto in Japanese, which I believe was episode 221. And the next arc in Boruto English is going to be where they get sent to prison. Very interesting. I remember that arc. I remember that arc because I watched it in Japanese, and it was something else. I like how Naruto was perfectly okay with his son getting sent to prison, essentially. It was for a mission, but still. As for our new anime that we've decided on, it may seem a little bit cliche, but I've never seen any of it. I'll be honest. Okay, so Chrissy, my wife, has seen it, and not all of it, but she's seen probably quite a bit of it. But we decided to start up Bleach. That's going to be an endeavor, considering it's like 360 some freaking episodes. But the thing is about us and anime, we'll probably chew through that in like about 4-5 months, which that's a pretty good amount of time. So that'll give us something to watch. The movies included, and it's right up there with like Naruto and One Piece and that kind of thing. It's like Shonen Jump, and I've just heard a lot about it and thought, you know what? Let me get another cliche one out of the way, because I've heard just my friends be like, "Oh man, you know, Bleach was good." I'm like, I'd never watched Bleach ever. I mean, I've seen it on TV like way back in like the early Naruto days, and I just never watched it. And we watched 2 episodes of it. We're on the 3rd episode now. We have not had a lot of time to watch it, but with that being said, we have a lot to watch of it. We were thinking about watching another like actual like show. I'm talking like a live action like House. You know what I mean? Like something like House or Breaking Bad. Like we've watched those. We thought about watching one called, I think it was called Dead Like Me. Chrissy's told me about it. I'd never seen it before, never heard about it. But it's only, I think, 2 seasons long. So that would have been a quick one. But I couldn't find it. Okay, I couldn't find it legally. I try to watch all my stuff as legally as possible because I'm not a connoisseur of illegal activities. Just to kind of put that out there, it would be interesting to watch another like live action show, because it's been a bit, because we watched House, I think it was a couple of months ago. Oh god, probably more than a couple of months ago, considering we watched all of Fairy Tail. Yeah, quite a while ago. I was still living at the other house. As for games and stuff that I've been playing this past week, as y'all know, I mentioned it last week, Super Mario RPG. I made it to Land's End. That's where I'm at right now. I believe during the last weekly update, I was at Booster's Tower. I did all of Booster's Tower and that whole kind of thing. The Star Road did that. Marymore, Seaside Town, Johnny, like the sunken ship, did that. And yeah, we're up to Land's End. We beat Yardovich, which I believe is how you pronounce its name. That boss's name. And yeah, that's where we're at. I haven't had a lot of time to play it, though. I think I played it for maybe like 2.5, maybe close to 3 hours, just kind of dicking around, grinding a few levels, etc., etc. Very, very fun. I love Super Mario RPG. That game is definitely on the top of my favorites. As for another game that I am very much interested in playing, I got Metroid Dread. A lot of talk about this game. A lot of people are going nuts over Metroid Dread. And I can see why. I've watched some gameplay of it on Twitch, a little bit of like a few clips here and there on YouTube, and man, that game, it's just badass. It really is, and it's so clean. And Nintendo once again proved if they wanted to push some graphics, even on the frickin' Switch, it looks immaculate. It looks really, really good. And you know, props to Nintendo for a game like that. Finally, we have a new Metroid game that everyone can play and enjoy, and apparently a lot of people are enjoying it because sales numbers are high and people are talking about it everywhere. There's memes galore. So Metroid Dread is a game I will be playing casually offline right after Super Mario RPG. I want to finish that game first. I will not play multiple games at the same time. And like say for example, right now I'm playing Super Mario RPG. I won't play Metroid Dread until that's done, because I like to focus on the one game that I'm playing, play it to its fullest, and then move on. That doesn't include something ultra casual for me like RuneScape, which by the way, yes, me and my wife have been playing Group Iron Man. We're gonna play some more of it this week and very much enjoy it. It's been a very interesting experience playing RuneScape again after so long. I mean, I hadn't played it in probably like close to a year, and the whole group Iron Man thing and never playing it that way before, some pretty good content. I believe that's about it for this weekly update. I mentioned the content that I'm uploading, the content that was uploaded, my typical game, shows, and anime, and, things I've been playing offline. So I guess I'll see you guys later. Thank y'all for watching, as always. I very much appreciate it. All of my social media stuff is down in the description if you want to follow me on Twitter, if you want to follow me on Twitch, all the etceteras. I always appreciate it. And you guys take care and have a good one.